Hi guys, I am not ready for Christmas. I told you all in a series of a few lives we did starting back in October, I think, how I was going to be ready ahead of time this year and I was preparing ahead and I was going to be intentional. I mean, it definitely has been a really good season and I have been intentional about some things that I otherwise wouldn't have been, but I am not ready in any way, shape, or form. Dare I tell you, we haven't even gotten our tree yet. So, I don't know. It's been a rolling ball of a lot of things. I feel like I'm really far away. I set you up on the tripod. Can you guys hear me okay? Glad to see you're joining in. Leave a comment and let me know if you can hear me okay. I feel like the tripod is kind of far away, but I wanted to have you set up. You know, maybe I could turn this fan off. One second. Okay, that's a little bit better. We have a wood stove with a fan that just rotates by the rising of the heat, and it can be kind of clicky and noisy. Okay, good. Thank you, Estad. She says she can hear me okay. So glad to see you guys joining. I sent out an email a little bit ago. Those of you who have joined in previous lives about the holiday preparation stuff and had shared with me your emails, I sent out a quick little email about 20 minutes ago letting you know we were going to do this. So maybe a few of you saw that. I hope so. I am going to send out a replay of this, and I'm going to send out the links for everything that we talk about. I have a little show and tell here, and the tips that I'm going to share. I'm going to put that all in an email. So if you got the email telling you about this live, you're all set. You're going to get the information. If not, please make sure you comment the word gift before, when I'm done recording, but before you walk away. Please comment the word gift. If you comment it now while I'm live, unfortunately it's going to be lost and I'm not going to be able to send you the information. So make sure you come back or wait until it's over. Comment the word gift, excuse me, and I'll make sure that you get everything we're talking about, the tips and the links to my show and tell here. So I hope you do that. And also comment and let me know if you're ready for the holidays. If your answer is yes, 100%, maybe I don't want you to comment. I'm kidding. I want to know. I really want to know how far behind I am compared to you guys. So here's what I'm thinking that we should talk about today. How we can be intentional this holiday season with letting people know that they're important to us and we value them, who maybe you would never really think of recognizing with a Christmas present, and how you can give them something that is rather small, but could be very meaningful to them. And the reason I thought of this, it's actually kind of a spur of the moment thing, because last night Bill walked in with a couple gifts. He's a mechanic here in our small town, and it's not often, but people that are regular customers that really appreciate him will give him Christmas gifts. What is your name? I'm so bad about Instagram. Pops Mosel says she's doing more cleaning today for hosting next week. Good for you. Wanting to do more baking and crafting with my kids. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it, when you're hosting, to also make sure you do the things that aren't absolutely necessary, because when the kids are helping, sometimes you don't get as much done, right? But definitely make time for that, for sure. She says, I love that. Thanks for the challenge. Oh, good. Okay. And so Bill walked in with not one, but two gifts, but they were from the same customer. And this always like warms my heart when people do this. It's something I would never think of. So I'm sharing it with you so you can think of it for one of the service providers important in your life. And I'm going to give you a whole list of service providers, people that maybe you would never think of, that you go, oh, I should let them know how much I appreciate them. He walked in with these two gifts because his customer gave him one for him and one to take home and gift to his wife. Now, is that a really sweet gesture or what? And I'm surprised at how many people will do that, because it's not something I would have ever have thought of. But it's just such a nice thing for him to be able to go home after a long day of work and present his wife with this wrapped up gift and just with a smile on his face, you know, and it makes him feel good, as it should. And it's a really neat thing, and it makes me really happy. So the customer had gifted Bill some jams that he knew Bill loves. This is a longtime customer who has brought him these before. They're watermelon jam. And then he brought me some chocolates. So it was just a really nice gesture. Okay, so who could there be in your life? And guys, you comment and let me know who you think of too. Oh, good. Robin Rogers Willis makes me feel good. She's saying she's not finished. Thank you, but she's trying. And please chime. I'm positive my list is not all inclusive, but I typed up a list before we started to share with you. Your hairdresser, obviously mechanic, mail carrier, or your delivery carrier. We have a lot that come here because we run a lot of small businesses from the house. I'll just stop with that. But anyway, so delivery drivers, trash collectors, your babysitter, your dog walkers, of course, teachers and your children's coaches. That's one that we probably often do think of. How about your favorite librarian? Do you often stop at the public library and she helps out the kids, or yourself finding the perfect book? How about, think about the stores that you visit often. I have a sneeze coming, but I think I'm sequestering it. Okay. Think about the stores you go to often, like your favorite place to go. Is there a cashier that you often will see at that store? I know for me, it's the case. And for me, a place I go often is the coffee shop. We'll go at least once a week, and it's almost always the same baristas, is that what you call them, who are making our lattes. So, you know, think about that. Like what cashier do you see again and again? And for me, it's the ones at the coffee shop that go, oh, let me grab your extra pottery cup, because they know I always like to get my latte in the disposable cup, because you get a lot more latte that way if you get a large. But I get a pottery cup on the side because they serve their drinks in pottery if you request it. But it holds a lot less latte. So they just know that this is what I do. A couple of them are just so sweet. Like, oh, let me grab your cup for you. But there's probably people like that in your life. A store that you frequent that the cashier either recognizes you or you definitely recognize them. Can you imagine how shocked they'd be if you hand them a gift the next time you see them? And by the way, if it's after Christmas, that's still totally cool. I mean, into mid-January, you can be gifting a holiday gift to someone like this in your life, because, you know, we don't see them every day, except maybe the mailman. Others would be, this is kind of something you probably think of if you're going to a get-together over the holidays, take a hostess a gift. New moms in your life, they could definitely use a little gift. And just any service provider. So who you guys thought of more? Pops Mosel says, my kids' Bible study leaders. There's a good one. Just thought of okay, I should know probably. What's a POA? Our POA president. Good idea. So like community leaders, obviously neighbors. Didn't even include neighbors. Okay, so what do you gift them that's not going to break the bank, but it's going to be special to all these service providers and people in your life that you want to be intentional about? First of all, I have a couple ideas of little notes you could include. I realized when I was putting my list together, honestly, there is a soap for every single person on this list, pretty much, a soap that they would love. This is a company that's new to me, but I'm in love with them. I've used everything I've purchased from them, and I'm loving, loving, loving. Everything is completely non-toxic, but such high quality. Guys, when you go non-toxic, are you like me? You assume, okay, I'm just going to need to be okay with this. I'm just going to need to realize it's not going to be as good as the stuff you buy that's loaded with chemicals. But I don't feel that way about these products. They are legitimately awesome. And I love that the soaps come in these cute little bags. You don't even have to wrap it. You can literally just give them this cute little soap bag. This one is called Smoke Signal. And for this one, I actually think did I have a note? Oh, I didn't. Darn it, I did have a note. I had an idea for this, but I can't think of it right now. Something about smoke signal or signaling something. But they're gorgeous, and they smell wonderful. They work work. They're just really amazing soap. And okay, here's a few things I did think of. There's one called, this is the only one I have here. I ordered quite a few, but this is the only one I haven't opened and used yet. They are called, one of them's called a Clean Sweep. And that one I think is the one, no, this one, Smoke Signal, is the one that I have not yet had Bill use this, but the ingredients in it are excellent for removing grease and grime on the mechanic's hands. So this has me excited for Bill. So this would be a perfect soap for your mechanic, by the way. Anyway, there's one called Clean Sweep, and you can literally put a note, just a little small note that you attach that says, you're the best by a clean sweep, right? You're the best whatever. You're the best hairdresser. You're the best librarian by a clean sweep. And the soap is called, it says Clean Sweep on it, and it's just an amazing soap. Another one, there's one called, and it's really pretty, called Siberian Winter, because it has a pine scent to it. But you could wrap a gift, you could wrap that as a gift or just give it in the bag and attach a note that says, thank you for braving the Siberian winter temperatures for us, and give that to all of your delivery drivers, your mail provider, your trash carriers, anybody who's out there in, did I say trash carrier? we don't have trash pickup. We live rurally. We have to take it to the dump. So I haven't had a trash person in a decade now, and I forget what I call them, trash collectors. That would just be a sweet gift for them, to tell them, thank you for braving the Siberian winter for us. And it's a beautiful soap that's called Siberian Winter. Oh, where do you get it? Are you asking about the soap? The company is called Hearth, Hearth, and Home Store, hearthandhomestore.com, and use my code Souly Rested, SOULY Rested, for 15% off anything. And it's all guaranteed to deliver by Christmas if you order by December 18th. So, but Salt Inspired 495, I'm going to include this information in the email. So when I'm done, be sure, yes, good. Be sure to comment the word gift, and I will send you the links and remind you of that code and all of that, so you don't have to go searching for it and wonder if it's the right place. Glad you just joined. Glad you're here. Okay. Other ideas for notes. Okay, I also have some salt products here, and you know what? I think I'll get to those in a second. How do I want to do this? I'm trying to stay organized. I don't have, my favorite salt that I use almost daily is a popcorn salt. And I don't have the package because I put it in a jar and I shake it out of my jar. So I don't have something to show you for this, but it's amazing popcorn salt. It's a really, really fine texture, so it sticks to your air pop popcorn really nicely. And it just gives such amazing flavor because it's in this fine texture that's all over your popcorn. So you could wrap up a little bag of popcorn salt and a bag of popcorn kernels that you get at the grocery store, and include a note that says, not to be corny, but you're really the salt of the earth. How cute would that be for a hairdresser, your babysitter, teachers, coaches, any of them? Just to have some popcorn and some popcorn salt. And it literally says popcorn salt on the package, so they'll know what it is. It's a cute little pouch of salt. And, you know, not to be corny, you're the salt of the earth. Or you're worth your salt and so much more. It would be a great note to give to a cashier at your favorite store, or the barista at your favorite coffee shop. If you're going to give the salt, you could definitely give, you know, a salt shaker. In fact, you can even give tiny little salt shakers that are adorable that they can carry in their purse that would really only cost you pennies on the dollar, you know, to give them this little gift. You wrap it up though, and you make it special by putting this note that you're the salt of the earth, or you're worth your weight in salt, or whatever the case is. You're worth your salt is, I guess, what it would say, and so much more. So I'll link to all those when you come a gift. But also there's so many flavorings. Like I love these. This is new. This is actually, I don't know if this is available yet, honestly. So I guess you can't give this for Christmas, because this Redmond sent to me as a gift and I felt so special. Gifts make you feel special, but it's delicious. But I'll stop showing you that because that's not really a gift idea, I guess. Some seasoned salt. That's the only one I brought over. You can get a set of 4 of these though. I'm getting ahead of myself because I wanted to give you ideas of ways to save money. Not only everything that I'm mentioning, except for maybe one thing, I have a code for you that you can save when you purchase it. But on top of that, you can get sets. So like for the seasoning, you can get a set of four different salt shakers of seasoning, and then open up the set and divide them and give each one of them to a different provider. And it winds up costing you, I did the math, I think it was, do I still have the calculator? But I think it was $5.44 for this really good, amazing seasoning they're gonna love. And you add that note, you know, something about how you're the season of our life. No, that doesn't make sense. I haven't thought about a note about seasoning. Let me guys know if you think of something cute to put on a seasoning shaker. Or it could just be the salt, because all of them say real salt on them and they have real salt in them. So it could go back to you're worth your salt and so much more, or you're the salt of the earth, or you mean so much to me, you know, whatever, that kind of stuff. But you divide it and it's costing you just a few dollars and you're giving these gifts. Oh, you know what? It would be less than that because I didn't take off my 15% off code. So take off 15% off of that even. And that's the great thing too. You can stack, you can get these sets and you can use my code with it. So you are bundling up your savings. Okay. Like this is another thing you can get a set of. Who would not love some amazing tallow balm? This stuff, I tell you what, I am absolutely in love with it. You can see how much I've used. I've only had it for a week now, but this is the coffee and coffee vanilla flavor. Guys, it's amazing. This is probably what I should give the person who helps me at the coffee shop, honestly. It's amazing. So it smells so good. It makes your skin so soft, and it's all non-toxic, simple, clean ingredients. But you can get a pack of four different scents of the tallow divided up among 4 special people. And on top of that, use my savings for 15% off. Oh, babysitter. Did I mention babysitter? I was thinking as a babysitter, I would have loved it if the folks I babysat for gave me this perfume as a gift. Perfume is such a nice gift, but you want to keep it non-toxic, you know, because you care about these people. This is amazing. It is completely non-toxic. I am loving it, and I love that I can just toss it in my purse and, you know, oh, I could go on and on. You can get a set of 4 of these, divide them up among 4 special people, use the code on top of it. Oh, lip balm too. Another great thing for so many people, right? Especially this time of year. Loving this lip balm. And it's in a paper, it's in cardboard, which I think in a lot of ways lets them know if they're a non-toxic kind of person, how special they are, because you're not giving them the flimsy little thing you bought at Walmart. But it's handmade and non-toxic. And they're extra size, they're extra big size. I really like these lip balms. And you can get a pack of 3 of these and divide them up and use my code to save on top of it. So what else did I want to tell you? Okay, this is unrelated to anything I've told you so far, but I wanted to tell you about this because so many of you have reached out to me that you're excited. Let's see, where's the front of this? What's considered the front? I guess this is considered the front. You're excited about this on my gift guide. By the way, I will send you a link to my whole gift guide. I'm just telling you a few things on it right now. And most of the things on there are still available for Christmas delivery. This is one of them, and so many of you have told me, oh my goodness, I had no idea you could get such a simple stovetop espresso machine. And it does a great job. You just use this on your stovetop, guys. You don't have to buy a $1,000 fancy machine for your kitchen. This is like, is it 12 bucks? And it's available still for shipping without doing Amazon Prime, just ordering it on Amazon. You can get it by Christmas. Great gift for so many of the people we're talking about. All those people that are out in the cold weather for you, bringing you your mail or bringing your packages or taking your trash. You can give them a little espresso machine and some coffee beans and just let them know that you hope they can start their day right, because they sure make your day special when they are coming by and doing what they're doing for their service providing for you. Okay. Oh, another thing that would be great for those same people is an energy drink. I actually have used my energy drink. This is my Relight drink. This would also be great. And just tell them, thanks for all the energy you bring when you stop by with our packages, or wanted to get your mornings kick-started right because you start our mornings so great whenever you're dropping off your deliveries. whatever the case. Energy drink or Re-Lite drink would be a really nice gift for that. Okay, that's everything here in my show and tell. Did I tell you? I told you all my providers on my list that I thought of. Let me see if you guys thought of any more. Anybody else telling me if you're prepared for Christmas yet? Make sure you comment the word gift when I'm done. Those of you who've already commented, I won't see it once I hit publish. Okay, so nobody had any more gifts. Let me know if you think of some more service providers or special people in your life that we sometimes forget. I'm so glad you're all here. Oh, Property Owners Association is what POA was. Yes, thank you. That's a great idea. Somebody who's like the president of your local civic association. Okay, I think I've seen all the comments. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Well, I'm so glad you could join me. I hope that I spurred some ideas in your mind of a few people that you will really be glad that you were intentional about letting them know they're important to you this holiday season, and some really simple little ways to do that. That was my goal. My goal was to keep this easy and simple. So I hope that that's what I accomplished, because I was hesitating when I looked at everything in front of me, like, well, I don't want this to seem commercial. I don't want this to seem like I'm, telling you, go out and buy more products. What I'm really hoping to help you see is how you can, like I said, get sets of things and divide them up to save the money. I have the codes for you to save even more, and then attach a simple little note, sometimes just cute or quirky, and it just makes them smile and lets them know they're appreciated. I know when Bill walked in with those gifts last night, it made my day. So I'm positive if you decide to give some of these things to some of those people in your life, it will make their day. All right, thanks for joining me. Comment the word gift and I will send you the details.